like that bad. I mean, a lot of people would be happy with those times, but yeah, if you already skated like that with the horrible technique, I guess you had the potential, and you knew that back then, and maybe you, I don't know, it's not easy just to make it to where you are now, but it's a long progress. I mean, I know.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
And quick little shout out to Bart Swings for the lending of the suit during that race. Before the race, in the morning when I did my race prep, I did it in a Lycra suit.
Oh, that's some inline love there.
I was dead set, had my mind focused on just getting the World Cup time in my Lycra suit, and Bart was kind of felt, I guess, really sorry for me and offered me his suit straight off training. So I kind of had to go home, hang it up for 2 hours outside, wait for it to dry, and then put it on and hope I didn't disrespect it.
So you had like one of the slow Lycra training suits, or what was it?
Yeah, mate. I wouldn't say slow. It was a very not even comfortable.
No.
So it wasn't even a comfortable Lycra suit, but it was a suit. I was happy with that. So it had a hood. I was going to be all right.
Yeah, but you got a faster suit from Bart at least.
Yeah, so it was, I guess, the little things. But I guess it's what you let matter to you. At that point, I didn't care. I was going to do my time.
Yeah.
It was going to be a sprint whether I had a suit or not. I could have been out there in my underwear. But it probably did help me a little bit to have a rubber suit, be on some even playing field.
Yeah.
Do you remember what time you did back then?
Yeah, 6:39.
6:39, yeah.
Because I wanted to do 6:40. Oh, you had to go 6:40 below to qualify for the 10K. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to do that, and then I ran 6:39.
Yeah.
So I made it.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. But like you said, like Bart helped you there. Is there, like when you look back to when you started both in the lines and ice, is there people that are really important to you that help you a lot to, like, this was just lending a suit to you, but who's the most important people for you?
All the New Zealand guys have been really, really helpful with Caelan Dobbin, Shane Dobbin, Kieran and Josh. Shout outs.
That's the current TP, yeah?
Yep. Rion was really awesome because he just does stuff. Like, he doesn't really think, he just gets on and does it, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. I take a lot more time to focus and think about it, which is sometimes a downfall.
Yeah.
Livio Wanger was top. He always tried to tuck me in, and then vice versa. So that always helped. Mm-hmm. I got a real nice little tip from Fabrice in the 1500.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is really nice, considering who he is.
Yeah.
So that paid off one time for me in Berlin when I managed to score a World Cup podium in A. So that was pretty sweet. So
shit, I want those tips as well.
No, we need those.
I'd share it, but so far it's got me a podium, so I've got to keep that one locked down.
Oh, okay. That's a secret then.
It's painful.
Yeah.
It's not a secret you want to know.
Okay. But like seeing you guys, the guys you just mentioned, the core, like I feel like you and Livio and Caelan, Shane, are also now Kieran and Josh. Seeing you from the outside as well, seeing like you have a very stable, good group who's very dedicated. Because if you're a Kiwi coming from New Zealand, and you got to skate full time and be in Europe full time, you got to be committed to that, eh? Yeah,
it's definitely something else. It's not like you have a bad couple of weeks or something. You can pop home for a cheeky weekend or something.
Yeah.
So that makes it like a little bit different in aspects.
Yeah.
But I guess it brings us all closer together.
Yeah.
And that's why, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, high stakes in a way. So when did you move to Europe? Because I think at one point with your level, you're like, was it because like I have a too high level, I can't stay in New Zealand, or?
Yeah, so 2007 was my first year into Europe. Mm-hmm. I raced the marathons inline.
Okay.
2007 and 8. That was really sweet. And then 2009, I came back to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Till 2013, 14, I spent in Colombia.
Yeah.
Just because it was warmer and a bit more ideal than New Zealand for training.
Yeah.
And then after that, I came back into Europe and then that was the same season that I touched the ice, and then I kind of didn't really leave.
Yeah.
I pop home every now and then, but
now you're stuck here.
Yeah.
So, what are the races throughout your career that you feel the most proud of, or the results?
Oh,
you can have some
that
time to think about it. I'll have some of the cake you made for
There's
us
a couple.
in the meantime.
My first junior world gold was pretty nice. China.
You never forget your first, no?
Nah, 2005, quite a way back. So there was a points race on track. I duffed the elimination the day before.
What does stuffed mean for people who don't know shit?
Oh, sorry.
Kiwi slang.
Good slang.
I passed into first with a lap to go, or a lap and a half, and then I didn't close the door on the inside. I didn't
rookie mistake,
I didn't even
man.
move across. I just held my dead straight line, because from New Zealand, if you violate your line by a millimeter, you will be disqualified.
But you didn't close the door on the inside. You're normally the guy going through that door on the inside, man.
Yeah, we were racing on yellow matters. So it was
different wheels. But
I was also a little bit younger, and I didn't realize I could go that high. It was a flat banking.
Yeah,
there's no banking on the track. It was a giant flat track, but that did suit me. But so the next day in the points race, I was very motivated to have a good race. The only problem was the points race then was only 1 point for first, 3 points across the finish line, 2-1.
Okay.
So the finish was really crucial.
Yeah.
I thought we'd have a little dabble and a little attack near the end. Munoz was racing long distance.
Oh, Andres Munoz.
Yeah, he was still skinny before he got humongous.
You stayed skinny.
He was going for points. I bridged across to him quickly, passed him for the point, and then kept going. And I swear I seen 2 laps to go on the lap board, or 3. And I thought, oh, you little ripper, this is going to be awesome. I just got 1 point. I'm going to get another point, and then I'm going to get 3 at the finish. I'm going to be on 5. It should be a pretty solid result. Well, turns out I get around. I see a 2. I see a 1. I see a 0, but I did not hear a bell. Other than the bells that's ringing for the point. So I thought, that's weird as shit. I come around again, and surely enough, 10.
10.
So I thought, you know what, you live once, and I just kept going. It was like a 3K solo breakaway. They caught me on the finish line. I had a lap to go. They caught me, and one Italian passed me, the same guy that passed me in the elimination. So that was like down buzz, but I stayed in front of the other one, which caused me to win. Yeah,
if you've been out there from 13 to go to 1 to go, you've been harvesting a lot of good points as well, even though you don't get the finish on the line, maybe.
Yeah, so the 2 point, I needed the 2 points because I finished, I think, even with second place, but because I was in front of him over the line, I won. So it was like me and the 2 Italians.
Oh, sweet.
So that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So that was a big standout for me.
Yeah. It's so nice to hearing from a guy who's a multiple time senior world champion just talking about your first junior world title. Like, no, but I'm not even joking about that. Like when you're a junior, that shit really matters.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was pretty sweet, and it was also like, especially coming from New Zealand, I still had another year of junior after that, so it was pretty big for me.
Yeah,
and then probably the next like standout for inline would have been my first senior world title.
Yeah.
In the Olymp. That was pretty. I don't know if that was actually that wasn't even my first world title, though. I lied.
Yeah.
We had won the relay the year before on the road.
Okay.
First individual one.
Yeah, my first individual, just because Scott Arledge led
the whole race.
Pretty much 63 laps.
Was that Guarna 2010?
Anyang 2011, the year after.
He did it several times.
He did it in Guarna as well, I think, or something like that. He just went on the front, and he was just like a
9-kilometer lead out.
Fucking train.
Yeah, he we had talked before the race, and he said he would get to the front and he'd start leading for me. We'd link up, and then he'd start leading for me. So I thought, oh yeah, cool. Scott's normally not the fastest through the group. Sorry, Scott, but true. So I'll give it some time. I moved through the group really easily. 2 laps, he's dead set in front. I was like, mate, this is better than you do when you're trying to move up for your points. This is awesome. So I get him behind him, and he starts leading. 63 laps later, he drops me off with 8 laps to go.
Yeah.
And tells me, follow the best guy. So I think, okay, cool.
Can
So
you follow yourself?
I started leading. I thought, this is sweet. I haven't fought at all. I'm in good position. I start leading. The Colombians try to pass up. They passed me. I gave them a half a lap in the front before I passed him back. And then, yeah, keep going. And then this time nobody got past me.
Yeah. Okay. So talking about your proudest results, and so all I hear is Inline. Didn't hear any ice, bro. What is it? Is it, if you had to choose, like, Inline?
I guess it's just because it happened first.
Yeah.
I was getting there. You just cut me off.
Oh, sorry. I cut you off.
No, there's my first World Cup win was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was really nice. In the 5K in Astana.
Yeah.
I was paired with Alexis Contan.
Yeah.
So that didn't really work in my favor. We raced too much on inline, so the start just turned into a stupidity race.
It seems like all your results is like when you started doing something ridiculous too early in the race, and then somehow you survive it.
Yeah, I was racing him instead of racing the race.
Full inline.
So Beckett was leading, and then I knew the time that I could do it. I went through. I think at 3 to go, I started to, or 4 to go, I started to fade, and Beckett might have even been leading with 3 to go, or we were even at 2 to go, and 1 to go, he was in front of me, on the virtual clock.
Yeah.
But I had quite a decent little negative split due to my elimination, maybe start racing, where I went full speed in my last lap and did
Patrick Becker, yeah?
Yeah.
He's one of the guys with the biggest sprint in him for the last few laps normally.
Yeah, so he did a negative, but I just happened to...
He did more negative.
Just a little bit more, so
for the listener, a negative split is what all the badasses out there, they do at the end of the race. They speed up at the end, even though that's the time when you're supposed to be dead. And I don't really understand it. I wish I do it sometimes. Whenever you do it, you feel like a badass, but it's damn hard, man. Okay, the bell saves you a little bit. The bell is like an inline thing. It's like, oh, last lap, I can sprint.
Yeah.
Finally, I can sprint.
Yeah, the worst, I've had a bell where I got a bell.
Yeah.
In Inzel, I was racing a 3K, and I'd passed someone down the finish straight, of my finish straight.
Yeah.
But I heard the bell again for the guy just behind me. Like, I drafted it. He got a draft that whole straight.
Yeah.
So it was good for him.
Yeah.
The bell's going, so I was like, oh, shit. I thought it was last lap. So I went again another lap, and I basically sprinted another lap faster than the lap before. And gave this guy a perfect his actual last lap. So I did I was chuffed as, because I'd run I think I'm pretty confident that was my national record, or at the time that was a national record.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then when we look back at the times, the unofficial time that I'd done the last lap was 0.2 faster than my last lap in the race.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So the bell gets me. Yeah, the bell does get
bell,
me going.
There's something mentally, you always get something extra. Oh, yeah.
So, now...
Should we move on to the 10 quick questions?
Yeah. So the thing we'll do now is we'll throw in a quick little block that we call 10 quick questions. So we wrote down 10 questions, and we just would like for you to answer them, the first thing that pops into your head, or like a quick answer. And then we can go over the questions afterwards. Because I know how this is as well. And it's always hard to give a quick answer, but we'll try. And Philip and me will just take every second, I think.
Do I get is it a whole answer? Or is it like,
it's just like
apples and oranges?
Yeah, like
kind of.
Most of them are like a yes or a no, or a quick name of something somewhere. So Philip,
first one is quite difficult, I think, to answer, but
you gotta answer quickly.
Kind of choose one of them, but it's inline or ice.
Inline.
Do you want to be in the next Team Denmark rap song?
Featured or
featured?
Featured, yes.
Okay, favorite inline race?
Elimination. Track.
Yeah,
of course. Favorite movie villain?
Joker.
Favorite teammate?
I can't pick one. I have a squad full of awesome guys. You just put me on the spot.
Sorry, it's like it feels like you're throwing everybody else under the bus. If you say one guy, then you okay.
Because if I leave someone out from the New Zealand team, from the OK team, I'm gonna